OutDaughtered star Danielle Busby is sharing a private note from her daughter. The mom of 6 took to social media to let fans in on a personal moment in her daily life. What did the note say, and why did one of her girls write it to her? Scroll down to take a look at this precious moment she couldn't help but share with the world. The Busbys have welcomed fans into their lives for years. OutDaughtered viewers have had the opportunity to be a part of the Busby family's life since 2016. Fans met Adam and Danielle, as well as their growing family. They now have 6 girls: Blake, Hazel, Ava, Olivia, Riley, and Parker, who are growing up quickly. Because of social media and TLC, many of their family's intimate moments have been shared with the world. This has its ups and downs, but fans certainly appreciate the rawness and realness the Busbys bring via their show and social media posts. Most recently, Danielle gave fans a peek into the special relationship she shares with all of her daughters. Despite being a busy mama to 6, running her own business, taking many trips, and seemingly doing it all, she finds plenty of time to bond with her kiddos. How did her kids show their love to her this week? Danielle Busby shares a personal note from her daughter. On her Instagram stories this week, the OutDaughtered mama shared a sweet new photo with fans. She took the snap while she was enjoying some quiet time and reading her Bible in the middle of the day. The mom of 6 relaxed on the couch for a bit. While taking this time to herself, she stumbled upon something extra special that she wasn't expecting. One of her daughters wrote her a note and stuck it in her Bible for her to find. One of her daughters took a moment to draw a heart with a purple marker and wrote a personal letter. It reads, "I love you. I love you so much. You are the best mom ever." Below, you can take a look at the sweet note. Danielle added, "I love finding little notes left in my Bible from my girls." In her post, Danielle Busby didn't say which of her daughters this note is from. But regardless, she truly seems to appreciate this sweet gesture. So, what do you think of this private note Danielle Busby shared with fans? Who do you think it was from? Sound off in the comments section below, and come back to Reports for USA for more news about the Busbys. Plus, tune into new episodes of TLC's OutDaughtered on Tuesdays. Danielle Busby woke up to the gentle morning light filtering through her bedroom window, the sound of birds chirping outside. It was a rare moment of peace in the Busby household, usually bustling with the energy of 6 daughters. She stretched and glanced at the clock, realizing she had a few precious moments to herself before the day began. As she made her way downstairs, the aroma of freshly brewed coffee filled the air. Adam, her husband, had already started his day, leaving a hot pot on the kitchen counter. Danielle poured herself a cup, savoring the first sip as she looked out the window at their well-tended garden. She was grateful for these small moments of tranquility amidst the chaos of raising quintuplets and their older sister, Blake. Just as she was settling into her thoughts, a soft knock came from the direction of the living room. Danielle turned to see Riley, one of the quints, standing in the doorway with a shy smile on her face. Riley held a piece of paper tightly in her hands, her eyes sparkling with excitement. "Mommy, I have something for you," Riley said, her voice barely above a whisper. Danielle's heart melted at the sight of her daughter. She knelt down to Riley's level, accepting the paper with a curious smile. "What's this, sweetie?" Tears welled up in Danielle's eyes as she read the heartfelt message. She looked up at Riley, who was watching her anxiously. Danielle pulled her daughter into a warm embrace, holding her close. "Thank you, Riley. This is the most beautiful note I've ever received. I love you so much." Riley giggled, the tension melting away. "I love you too, Mommy." The tender moment was interrupted by the sound of the other girls waking up, their laughter and chatter echoing through the house. Danielle and Riley stood up, ready to face the day together. As they moved to join the rest of the family, Danielle carefully tucked the note into her pocket, a treasured reminder of her daughter's love. Throughout the morning, Danielle found herself thinking about Riley's note. It was a simple gesture, but it carried a profound message. Being a mother was often challenging, and there were days when she questioned if she was doing enough for her girls. But moments like these reassured her that she was on the right path. As the day unfolded, the Busby household was its usual whirlwind of activity. The girls played, argued, and made up, their energy filling every corner of the home. Danielle and Adam worked together seamlessly, managing the chaos with practiced ease. They were a team, each complementing the other's strengths and weaknesses. After lunch, Danielle decided to share Riley's note with Adam. She found him in the backyard, working on a project for the girls' playhouse. He looked up as she approached, wiping his hands on a rag. "Hey, babe. What's up?" Adam asked, a smile lighting up his face. Danielle handed him the note, watching his reaction closely. As he read Riley's words, a look of tenderness crossed his features. He glanced at Danielle, his eyes filled with love and pride. "That's our girl," Adam said softly. "She's got such a big heart." Danielle nodded, feeling a surge of emotion. "She really does. It's moments like these that make everything worth it." They stood there for a moment, basking in the shared love for their children. It wasn't always easy, but they wouldn't trade their life for anything. They had each other, and they had their beautiful daughters. That was more than enough. As evening approached, the family gathered for dinner. The table was a lively scene, filled with laughter and stories from the day. Danielle looked around at her girls, feeling a deep sense of contentment. She thought about how each of them brought something unique and wonderful to their family. After dinner, it was time for the nightly routine of baths, stories, and bedtime. As Danielle tucked the girls in, she took a moment with each one, appreciating their individuality and the love they shared. When she reached Riley's bed, she knelt down and kissed her forehead. "Good night, my sweet Riley. Thank you again for your beautiful note. It means the world to me," Danielle whispered. Riley smiled sleepily, her eyes half closed. "Good night, Mommy. I love you." Danielle stood up, her heart full. She turned off the light and closed the door softly, leaving it ajar just enough to let in a sliver of light from the hallway. Later that night, as Danielle and Adam sat together on the couch, she pulled out Riley's note again. They read it together, feeling the warmth of their daughter's words. "You know," Danielle said, leaning her head on Adam's shoulder, "we're doing all right. We've got a lot of love in this house." Adam kissed the top of her head, his arm around her shoulders. "We sure do. And we'll keep building on that love every day."